Hello everyone and welcome to day 2 of completing an island in 10 days without spending any bells. Now as you can see, Tom is announcing that resident services is going to be upgrading. At the end of yesterday's episode we were waiting for our 3 villagers to move in. I've accidentally logged in on the wrong day and they've already moved in, so time saver I guess. For today's episode we have one goal to get a 3-star rating. So I'm going to be focusing on getting our next 3 villagers, placing any furniture that I can find and building up the flowers. There will also be a lot of grinding for building materials and of course lots of time travelling. For this in-game day I just done a lot of the boring stuff. I hit my rocks, gathered some wood, and I earned some nook miles. I also spent a bit of time organising all of the flowers on the cliff tops. I've made a few spots around the island where I just have a bunch of them clumped together in the hopes that they're going to spread. I really don't like the windflowers except for the red ones, but I kind of have to work with what I've got. Once I have them all sorted, I make some watering cans, dump them around the island where I need them, and then time travel to the next day. So here we are, resident services is closed and we have Mabel here for her second visit. I don't really do much this day. I did go and water all of my flowers and I'm very happy to say that I have my first hybrid, an orange hyacinth. I grab my DIY and go and see who is crafting. I then go and see Mabel to buy a couple of things, which of course I then throw in the bin. Resident Services has upgraded and Isabel is here. We are getting closer to that 3 stars, but I have a lot of time travelling ahead of me, so let's get stuck into it. I still need to make sure that I do all of my day-to-day things, so first I go and water my flowers. Grab my DIY, hit my rocks, and check to see who's crafting. I head into Resident Services and check the recycle box and the ABD. I grab a few DIYs with nook miles. I like to have a variety of things around the island when I'm trying to get a 3-star rating. You've really got to keep Isabel happy. I go and see Tom and I get the DIY for the campsite. I craft it while I'm there and I also craft some manhole covers to place outside. I place the campsite on a cliff at the back of the island. Even though I can't buy any inclines, I'll only need a ladder to get to the campsite or some vines, so I'm not really too fussed about it. I earned a few nook miles and then of course I time travelled to the next day. Here we are for another day. The campsite is built and Mabel is here for her 3rd visit, so we're going to be able to get the Able Sister store. But you know, I've got to do all of my day-to-day stuff. I water my flowers, get my DIY and go and check to see who is crafting. I then head over to see Mabel so I can get the shop built. I ended up placing the plot just behind resident services. Like I've said before, I don't really have a plan for this island. I'm kind of winging it, so that is just where it is now. I grab my 300 nook miles from the ABD, then it is on to the next day. So here we are, it is Sunday and we have our first campsite visitor. Good things come to those who wait, so I'm going to go and do all of my day-to-days first. I water my flowers and I have another hybrid, a blue hyacinth. I grab my DIY bottle and go to see who is crafting. Then it is time and I am hoping, with all of my hopes that I have, that it is someone good. I mean, are you serious? I just cannot get a good campsite visitor. Where is Marshall? Where is Shep? I mean, what is going on? Where are the cutie pies? I know Rodney has a lot of fans, but I'm not one of them, okay? I don't think he's cute. But I guess I'm kind of stuck with him now. Okay, so the plot for Rodney is all sorted. As I said at the start of this challenge, buying plots is one of the very few things that I can spend bells on. So while I'm here, I'm going to get another one from Tom and I'm going to head off to a Nook Mile Island. I found Bangle on the Mystery Island, not somebody I would normally go for, but I do need villagers. I also grabbed some resources and flowers while I was there and then time travelled to the following day. Rodney has moved in and the Able Sisters store is open. I really feel like I'm making some good progress so far. I go around and water my flowers. grab DIYs, and I also plant some more fruit trees. I then head into the Able Sisters to use the kiosk so that I can get the app for my phone. I see Tom to buy another plot and buy a Nook Miles ticket. After placing the plot down, I head off to a mystery island and then I leave empty-handed. Yes, I am being picky and I don't care. I go and order a couple of Nook Mile items from the ABD in preparation for 3 stars and then time travel yet again. The next couple of days were actually just a lot of me doing dailies and time traveling to get everybody moved in. So Bengal moved in, but the other plot didn't autofill because I don't have anyone in my moving queue. So I time traveled again, this time it worked and we're going to be having Mallory move to the island. And then it was just 3-star preparation. I made a heap of DIYs and placed them outside. I got all of my furniture and placed that outside as well, and I put out some more fencing. I then time travelled, I think it was about 3 days ahead because I wanted to make sure that Mallory had moved in and that all of the trees I'd planted had grown. Then it was time for the moment of truth. It was time to go and see Isabel. Now let me tell you, I was so excited about this. Given the challenge that I'm doing, I really did not think that I would get a 3-star rating on the first go. I thought that maybe it would be a 2. It was a very happy moment for me. I felt very accomplished after this. Then of course, Tom just loses his mind and calls KK straight away. Why didn't you just call him in the first place, Tom? Instead of making me do all of this work. So there you have it, Clochette has a 3-star rating. I had one goal for the day and I actually managed to get it done. Tomorrow is going to be a grind day, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you want to join me for that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also like this video while you are there. Thank you for watching and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye!